Hi everyone, in this video I'm going to make a Bangladeshi kodu. Now let me say this again, Bangladeshi lau or Bangladeshi kodu, which is this vegetable is like a marrow. They can grow up to 3.5 to 6 kg or even more in weight. So this year a lot of people tend to grow them in the back garden. Excuse me. So sorry. Now, we tend to grow this type of vegetable as well. I have few videos on we actually growing Bangladeshi kodu in our back garden, and I'll leave a couple of photos so you can actually see and gauge how big these vegetables can get. And I'm going to make a bhaji out of it. We'll use prawns and kodu bhaji. And I've chopped 1.5 onion here and a bit of garlic, and we will conjure a lau bhaji for you. So let's go and do this. So as you can see, this is the vegetable here. See, most people, the large kodu, a lot of the Bangladeshi people tend to do, they make, with the skin, you can actually make white bhaji with the skin as well. But I don't think I want to do that. So let's peel the skin. Look, as you can see, you can really make a nice bhaji using the skin as well. Or we call that niramish. If you go to your local Indian restaurant, and sometimes they will have in their menu niramish. Basically, niramish means bhaji. And in Bangladesh, niramish means a mixed vegetable. Mixture of vegetable, that's what it means. Now we can actually cut the marrow into square shape, or we can cut them in a long piece. We'll decide what I'm going to do in a minute. Right, there we go. Now just to show you here, this piece here, look, it's smooth, like fluffy. Yeah, similar to marrow taste. You can actually buy them in Bangladeshi grocery stores, and most of the Asian grocery stores have them. Different places have different names. So if we cut one piece out here like this, and show you that. As you can see, there we are. Right, so I'm going to cut them small pieces. I could do this, go wild like this type. So let's cut them in small pieces, shall we? Square pieces be much better. Alright, so we will cut them in square pieces. Right, so if we do, let's do 4 square pieces. Like this, okay. As you can see, it's similar to aubergine inside. It's not the texture I'm talking about here, okay? No. Let me grab a bowl or something. Let's get a bowl here. Okay. You can cut them many ways you like, but I'm just doing this. I know a lot of you will make, oh, I don't do this right. Alright. Basically, cooking is an art. You decide whatever you want to do. How you want to do things, you know. You can do them long shape, like that. Or you can just put them in square. Entirely up to you. It's all about trialing and practicing and oh, right, okay. So there's another tips for you. When you're cooking with prawns, when you defrosted them, excuse me, you can defrost it, just leave it to defrost, or you can use hot water technique. But it's best to squeeze the water out, okay? Squeeze the water out from the prawns. When you're making your curry, just squeeze it out. Well, everyone. Okay, one thing keep bugging me for a long time. You know, whenever I'm making these videos, I'm using my Samsung Note 4 mobile phone to record. Obviously, it has HD quality videos, but I want you to tell me if you like that kind of quality, or you want me to upgrade a bit more to, you know, get a professional camera. So I'm thinking, you know, spending a bit of money and buying myself a Canon EOS 70D or 80D or 90D. You know, I'm looking at spending a few bob. Obviously these are very professional camera and they're quite very expensive indeed. So I'm thinking whether I'm going to, it'd be worth it for me to invest that kind of money, £800-900, £1,000 on a camera. But in fact, I started taking photographs. You know, I have a hobby that I do on the side. I've been doing it for many years, taking photographs. And recently I started putting them up on Shutterstock and iStock photos. I mean, Shutterstock is easy to go in, you know, they let you in. But with Getty Images, iStock is very difficult, invitation only. And I sent some of my photos and they accepted. So there's an opportunity for me to start doing something I like, passionate about, photographs. So I'm thinking I may start doing that. So if you wanna, I'll put a link up. I just loaded a couple of photos, about 40 or 50 of them. You can have a look. Excellent. So go back to our bhaji now. So I'm going to put in a spoon, you could say a tablespoon, or it could be about 2 spoons of ghee. Now the question you often ask, why you keep using ghee in your cooking? So if you go to whenever you're visiting your local Indian restaurant or British Indian restaurant, all the chefs, every majority of them, they use pure ghee in their cooking. So the reason we use ghee instead of vegetable oil is that it enhances your cooking. Right, oh, great. Now you've been thinking, what is that little thing in there? Let me, it's nothing, it just, tell you what, I must have used, when I made that pilau rice the other day, I must have kept, put the spoon in, there's some grain, rice grain left here. The ghee. Yes, great. Okay, no problem. Right. So this is the spices here. We have some bay leaf, some couple of cinnamon stick, or we call them darsini or dalchini. Yes, put that on. All right. The next thing I want to do, right, I'm going to put a pinch of salt. Right, there we are. That will just pinch of salt. That'll do. So I'm going to be slightly different here. I'm going to put some bit of tomato puree into this. Okay, so let's squeeze some tomato puree into this. That will do. Now, whenever you're cooking, it's always best idea to burn the spice. Right. So burning the spice means that spice tend to be raw when you eat, and you can get that spicy feeling, you know, you can get the spice, raw spice smell stays. So what we do, you put early your spice in. So I'm putting half a teaspoon of haldi powder, turmeric powder, 1.5, now let's put 2 teaspoons of mixed curry powder. I don't want to put any chili because nobody likes chili. Little ones eat it. And I'm going to just put a little tiny amount of zira. Okay, there we are. So simmer the spice in. Leave in a slow gas for a couple of minutes. You can put a lid on if you like. Occasionally do a little stirring session. Make sure you're not burning. Don't burn. Just wait a few more minutes so the spice really cooks in. There you go. I think it's about time we should put our prawns in now. These prawns are already cooked, pre-cooked prawns, so we don't have to cook them too much. Right. Just shake it a bit. Put the heat down. A couple of minutes. Right. It's ready, so I'm going to now, what I'm going to do is just pour in the kodu or lau, marrow in fact, there we are. Put them in and mix them together. Could use a long spoon if I wanted to. Let's use a longer spoon. Wow, look at this. Look how big that spoon is. It's called proper chef spoon, this one here. So let's mix them all in. Mix. Shake all the ingredients like this. Now it's almost all the ingredients are mixed together. Everything looking nice. What we need to do now is grab ourselves a lid and leave it for 10 minutes cooking slow gas. and hopefully our bhaji will be ready. So let's grab a lid and let's put it like that. Put the gas down. I put the gas down already. And we leave it for about 10 minutes or so. Alright, so we've been cooking for about 5 minutes. Let's open up and let's have a look how it's coming along. Yes, it's nice and the marrow is getting tender. Slightly coming along nice and yeah, just to check everything's coming along, let's put the lid on again. Right, ladies and gentlemen, my prawn and marrow bhaji is done. Hopefully it should taste fantastic, lovely. Now why don't you try making one yourself? And just to say, please smash the like button, subscribe button, and check all my under the description. I have a lot of things going on, so please take some time to check them out. I really appreciate that if you check those things out. And just make write comments, see how I'm getting along. Once again, thank you so much.